Hello, everybody. This is Isaac. I'm happy to share with you a video on how you can configure a exchange rate provider and how you can also use it to get your exchange list in D365. So I'm going to start by going into account payable. No, sorry, for I'm going to go into the general ledger. In the general ledger, then you see that we have a section called the currencies. So you're going to use this section is actually to configure exchange rates. So as we can see here, if you go to currencies, then in the currencies, you see a list of exchanges. So here there are different exchanges and you see different currencies that are here in this system. And also, if you want to see actually the exchange rates, so you can see the pair between euro and Brazilian, euro and the Canada, and also according to the date. So if I start, for example, to January 1, 2000, like 2022 to today, then you can have uh, uh, a list of exchange rates. So let me just remove this one from yeah. So you can see here a list of different exchange rates and the start date and exchange rate and exchange value. So, but what I want to show you is how you can set up a new exchange rate that, for example, you're starting a new environment and you want to add exchange rates. So, how to configure it? So, I'm going to show you how to do it. So you go first, you configure exchange rate provider. So here we have a Central Bank of Europe. This one is already done, but if it wasn't there, then you're gonna like say new and then choose a different one so that you can add it. That's the first thing you need to do. So we got already Central Bank of Europe. The second thing is to go and you to go to each exchange rate types. Exchange rate types. So here we have the different ones. We have average, we have budget, closing, constant default. There is a default, but if you wanted to make your own exchange rate type, then you're going to create a new one. And I'm saying test to exchange. Okay, so I have just defined this one and I save it. And if I go into this one and I go to exchange rates, okay, so I see nothing. So nothing is really related to this type of exchange. But if I go into others, like the one that is default, then you can see a list of pairing actually from the exchange rate exchange or for the currencies. So let me go back to the one I have just created, the exchange rate types. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to generate a list of currencies, pair currencies in this area. Okay, so not this one. This area is empty. So let me duplicate this screen. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to I'm going to go to general ledger again, and then I go um, to configure, to import currency exchange rates. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I want to import uh, currency exchange rate into my exchange rate type I have just created. So you remember that I have just created the test2 exchange rate. So I am importing from Central Bank of Europe provider, and I import as of today. I could also use a data range, and I'm going to accept default for now. So if I click OK, then you see is processing, importing. So the importation is going to tell me if it has imported. So now I'm going to go back into my currency exchange rate, the one that I have, the test exchange rates, and I'm going to refresh this page. So if I refresh this page, so I see the default one, but if I go to my test to exchange rates, then I see a list of exchange rates. I see the list of exchange rates. So that's how actually you can configure your currency exchange rates. So please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, because the next time when I release a new video, then you will get a notification for a new video. Thank you very much. Have a good